Travis Kelce is building a room to welcome his sweet Taylor Swift at his mansion. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift will soon be sleeping in the new cave he's building underneath his sprawling Kansas City mansion. The Chiefs superstar purchased the $6 million home last year in a private, gated community where he and Taylor Swift spend most of their time together. But on Thursday, October 10th, Travis Kelce is putting his own stamp on the 6-bedroom property by adding a room to serve as his and Swift's honeymoon suite. Construction crews arrived to begin work while Kelce and Swift were in New York City for a reunion. The engineer behind the project is also a known local designer, and Kelce is also quite picky when it comes to the decor for his and Swift's honeymoon suite. Kelce is also renovating an area near the pool where Swift and Kelce can relax outdoors and party after their weekend getaway. The project has been approved by the city of Leawood, a leafy suburb of Kansas City located 20 minutes south of Arrowhead Stadium, and Phase 1 is expected to be completed by December if all goes according to plan, causing little disruption to Kelce's regular guests, including Swift and Kelce's family. Especially when Kelce plays at Arrowhead Stadium, the mansion will host Taylor Swift's loved ones. Amidst the engagement rumors, Kelce seems to have taken a major step forward in their relationship. The A-list couple toasted the Week 5 win with a typically PDA-packed display. With footage posted to X of the pair enjoying a post-game kiss and cuddle in Swift's VIP box, the Bad Blood singer was a no-show as Travis celebrated turning 35 on Saturday by throwing a car festival followed by a private dinner party. But her arrival at the game was widely anticipated after he let slip that she was coming to town while chatting to VIP guests at his Kelce Car Jam event. Travis at least got to celebrate with his nearest and dearest, with the entire Kelce clan in attendance. Including Mom Donna, Dad Ed, Jason and Jason's wife Kylie, Mahomes and his wife Brittany also roared up in a $500,000 Ferrari 812 supercar, one of multiple pricey motors on parade at Saturday night's block party. Proceeds went to Kelce's 87 Running Foundation, which raises funds for needy kids in Kansas City and Cleveland. The family all headed to downtown Kansas City afterwards for a private afterparty at the Swish Aristocrat Lounge above the Midland Theater. Donna shared a fun exchange when we asked her what she had bought Travis for his birthday. "I can't tell you because I'm giving it to him after Monday's game," she chuckled, before hopping into a limo to head back to her hotel. Speculation about Taylor heading to Kansas City had swirled all week, with a rumor circling about her hiring out a popular barbecue joint Wednesday night for a pre-birthday celebration. There were no confirmed sightings of the songstress, however, who has gone to considerable lengths to mask her flight details and whereabouts since the foiled terror attack at her Vienna concert in August. Swift also wasn't there to watch the Chiefs beat the Los Angeles Chargers 17-10 the previous week, but, according to one well-placed source, her absence was no indication that her romance with Kelce was cooling off. Swift simply doesn't see much of her boyfriend when he's playing away games. Coming solely to home games means they can instead enjoy quality quiet time at Kelce's ultra-private home, which is surrounded by tall trees and shrubbery and can only be accessed by passing a 24-hour security gate, set in the manicured grounds of a gated community and far from the public gaze. It is the perfect bolt hole for low-key dates, dinners and movie nights. Kelce and Swift did venture out undetected late last month when Swish Kansas City eatery Noka was reportedly closed to the public so they could enjoy an intimate catch-up. According to Deux Moi, the restaurant was claiming it was closed for maintenance, but it's the same restaurant where Brittany Mahomes had her birthday dinner not very long ago. That came on the heels of a bumpy period for Kelce and Swift, who recently celebrated 1 year of having made their romance official with the anniversary of the singer's first public attendance at Arrowhead Stadium on September 24. Kansas City Chiefs tight end and Taylor Swift's boyfriend Travis Kelce had quite the hot take when it comes to New Orleans cuisine. Travis and his brother Jason released the newest episode of their podcast New Heights, where the two recapped the New Orleans Saints vs. Kansas City Chiefs game. During the podcast, Travis was asked if he enjoyed the New Orleans food he ate before the game. Travis then admitted that he doesn't particularly like New Orleans food, and his brother Jason goes on to tell him he's missing out. Travis says that he has a mental block when it comes to jambalaya, calling it soupy rice. He then doubles down on his disdain for the dish, calling it pouey due to its brown color. Jason, who is a bit flabbergasted by the reasoning, gives Swift credit for getting Travis to open up to new foods. Travis describes himself as a picky eater, and says he is trying to get better. Let's hope Travis is introduced to the right bowl of jambalaya if he comes to Swift's shows in New Orleans later this month. Travis Kelce plays a flirty nurse with swagger on FX's series Grotesquerie, landed a cameo in Happy Gilmore 2, and hosts a new game show. If Hollywood's calling, he'll take the meeting, with one caveat. Football comes first. I still love coming into work, getting after it, and chasing championships, said the Kansas City Chiefs tight end over Zoom. That's what I've always dreamt of doing. But in the off-season, I do like to dabble around. He wants to see where he's most comfortable adding. I think you'll see me continue to find my lane. On October 16th, Kelce debuts as the host of Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? On Prime Video. Adult contestants answer elementary-level questions as celebrities like comedians Ron Funches and Nikki Glazer, Vanderpump Rules cast member Lala Kent, or former football player Chad Okosinko-Johnson help with the answer. The final question is from the 6th grade and worth $100,000. Growing up, Kelce would regularly watch game shows with his older brother Jason, a former center for the Philadelphia Eagles. They were big fans of Nickelodeon's Double Dare and Legends of the Hidden Temple plus classics like Family Feud and Price is Right. When it was time for Jeopardy! He says their dad, Ed, stole the remote and took over the room. In an interview, Kelce spoke more about the show, his first love of football, but sorry Swifties, didn't discuss his relationship with Taylor Swift. Answers have been edited for clarity and length. Kelce, taking control of the atmosphere was probably the biggest challenge. You have to make sure that everybody understands the rules and where they're at in the game. AP, you're used to playing high-energy football. There is a lot of waiting on sets and repetitive takes. Was the change of pace a challenge? Kelce, it's a completely different world, 100%. I had to pick and choose when I had caffeine. Typically, I just drink it in the morning and I keep it going, but I had to space it out throughout the day so I had the same energy all day long. AP, have you watched any of the episodes yet? If so, what did you think? Kelce, I'll definitely watch, but I'm actually terrified of watching myself in situations like this, but I'll turn it on to critique myself. I'm my own worst critic. I can only see the bad that I do in anything, even on the football field. Louis Rees-Zammit may not have made the cut at the Kansas City Chiefs, but it seems he left a lasting impression on his former teammates and coaches, after joining the Chiefs through the NFL's International Player Pathway program earlier this year. The ex-rugby star was released from the reigning Super Bowl champions when the roster was trimmed to 53 players in August. He was then picked up by the Jacksonville Jaguars and placed on their practice squad as a wide receiver. Despite not making the final roster with the Chiefs, there are indications that during his time in Missouri, Rees-Zammit had an impact on some of his teammates, including NFL superstars Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. As two of the top players in the sport, the former Wales wing learned a lot from the pair, but fans are now suggesting that he also inspired Kelce. During the second quarter of the Chiefs' game against the New Orleans Saints earlier this week, the tight end executed a move that seemed straight out of a rugby match. He caught a pass from Mahomes and then threw a lateral pass to teammate Samaje Perine, who nearly achieved the first down. The commentary team initially doubted the intention behind Travis Kelce's sideways pass, but Chiefs coach Andy Reid confirmed it was a strategic play. With such maneuvers commonly seen in rugby, fans can't help but see the NFL incorporating more of these tactics. A fan shared the clip with admiration. This is literally a rugby play. It's perfect. Others echoed the sentiment, declaring, "This is the future of the NFL," and acknowledging Kelce as Kelce is a confirmed rugby guy. Some speculated whether the move was influenced by LRZ. While others fantasized about Kelce playing alongside Welshman Rees-Zammit, musing, "Imagine if Rees-Zammit was still in the team." On his New Heights podcast, Kelce shared the wisdom he imparted to the Welshman via text. "The biggest advice I gave him was just try not to let it overwhelm you as much as it can, and know that everybody believes that you have the potential to be able to play. So absorb as much as you can, learn as much as you can in the short time you have before the season. But, I'm pumped too, and he said he's ready for the lateral whenever. Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce has made laterals one of his signature moves over the past few years, the most recent one coming on Monday against the New Orleans Saints. While he's become one of the best tight ends in NFL history, Kelce once had dreams of playing quarterback. Perhaps that's why he integrates things like laterals into his game. "I'm a quarterback at heart," Kelce told the Associated Press Alicia Rancillo. "I can't throw anymore, but I loved having the ball in my hands every single play. Over the course of my career, I've found that tight end just kind of suits my athleticism and my mentality better. I'm not a guy that likes to live by a lot of rules or have a lot of parameters, and you need that to be a quarterback." Kelce's IQ sometimes resembles that of a quarterback. The star tight end is able to improvise on routes and revive plays that seemed dead. That's one reason why he and quarterback Patrick Mahomes have had so much success over the years. Kelce had a rough start to the season, recording just 69 receiving yards through the first 3 games of the season, but he's since started to turn things around, recording 89 receiving yards in Week 4 before picking up 70 yards on Monday. More importantly, the Chiefs are still undefeated heading into their bye week. The defending Super Bowl champs, looking to become the first team to win 3 consecutive titles in NFL history, pulled off a 26-13 win over the New Orleans Saints at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City as Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift celebrated the victory alongside members of both their families. Swift, 34, cheered for Kelce, who turned 35 on Saturday, October 5, alongside the NFL star's family, parents Donna and Ed Kelce, Travis's brother Jason Kelce's wife Kylie. Jason was elsewhere fulfilling his ESPN broadcast duties, and her father Scott Swift during the Week 5 matchup in Kansas City. The Chiefs' win over the Saints puts them at a perfect 5-0 record on the current NFL season. Prior to the Chiefs' Week 4 game in Los Angeles, they beat the Chargers 17-10 on September 29. Kelce had gotten off to a slower start than in previous seasons. The tight end said earlier this month that he wasn't concerned about his slow start and has been able to get more touches in the previous 2 weeks.